All right, here we are getting ready to start weighing the first fish here at the Missile Baits 2019 Lake Lanier no entry fee tournament. Got a couple fish here in line. We're going to go ahead and get the first fish on the scales. Go ahead and put that fish into the basket. Got a big old spotted bass coming up here. Here, just set it. Whoa, where are you going? Get over here. Get over here. Tell everybody, tell the world what your name is.
My name's Bella Henson.
Bella Henson, and you fish with your dad, right?
Yes, sir.
And you have... Wait a minute. Stand back. Stand by. There it is, 2.70 right there.
What did I tell you?
Don't you go anywhere, Bella. Come back over here. So you fish with your dad a lot.
Yeah.
And how many tournaments have you fished with him?
Probably like 3 or 4.
So 3 or 4 tournaments with your dad. I think that's awesome. How old are you?
16.
16. I've got a daughter that's 11, and I very well may be doing the same thing with my daughter. What did you catch that fish on?
Y'all's green pumpkin seed worm.
Do you know which one it was? Which green pumpkin worm?
No,
No, but it was a good one, right?
yeah.
All right. Well, we thank you for fishing with us, and we look forward to seeing you guys again. Thank you. All right. There's Bella fishing with her dad. I think that's awesome. Hey, swing around and get the pictures. We got a pair of people coming up. 66.
It's mine, Burner, but he's there. He's trying in the basket. Drop in the basket. You want me to bring the basket to you? Either way. Drinks right here for you. Oh.
I see a pretty large one.
Nick, you gonna weigh those in?
We've got a line burner and a large one coming in here. Come on over here, young man. Slap them on there. We'll settle them down with the board here. Come back around here. Come back around here. We got 2 fish in here for 4.37. Are you guys in the big fish pot?
No, sir.
Did you wish you were in the big fish pot?
No.
No? He doesn't think it's going to hold up. But I tell you what, he's got a big old largemouth, and you caught that largemouth, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Get on over here. You tell me, tell everybody what your name is.
Nick.
Nick. Hand those up, fish over there. Nick, don't you go anywhere. Come back over here and tell everybody who you fished with.
My dad.
You fished with your dad, and who caught that big largemouth?
Me.
And what did you catch that fish on?
A little green pumpkin worm.
Do you know what that little green pumpkin worm was? Was it the bomb shot?
I think so.
Was it on a drop shot?
No, sir.
What was it on?
Texas rig.
Texas rig. All right, letting out all the secrets. Well, we appreciate you and your dad fishing with us. And here's your weigh-in slip. We will see you later. So anybody else, bring your fish on up here. We got another team coming up. What's your... We've got Sarah coming up here, bringing some fish to us. We got a fish on the scales. Here, set it on there. Settle them down. Settle them down here. 2.10. Here, hand this fish over there. Come over here, Sarah. Now tell me, who did you fish with today? Who's that wild-looking man over there?
That's my fiance, Stefan.
Your fiance, Stefan? Yep. He said, "But hey, come and get over here, Stefan." So tell everybody what y'all caught that fish. Now I want to know, first of all, who caught the fish?
She did.
She caught the fish. What did you catch your fish on?
It was the orange and pumpkin
My son?
jig.
Okay, thank you.
Mini flip. Mini flip saved the day. Got you a 2-pounder. No trailer, just straight up jig. Awesome. Well, that's a good job. We appreciate you guys fishing with us,
Thank you so
and look
much.
forward to seeing you again.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
You can go around the truck there and get a picture with Miles there. You don't mind? All right, that's awesome. Right off the bat, we've had father-daughter, a father-son, and a fiance couple. Pretty awesome. So y'all, if you got any fish, you can bring them on up here. We got 4 pounds. 4.37 is in the lead. I don't think that's going to hold up, but you never know. Right, Andy?
That's right.
We got Andy. Come here, Andy.
There's the winner.
Big Chief.
We got the big chief over here. It's Andy Thomason. I've known Andy since he was a young pup. He lives in Salem, Virginia, and he just got back from Toledo Bend in the Bassmaster Open event, and he had a strong finish in the co-angler division. And tell everybody what happened to you there.
I actually won.
He actually won, and he had no idea. Line's right over there, guys. He had no idea he was going to win. Had a nice fish the first day. Had a 5-pounder and another keeper. Hey, Miles, bring him back over here. You had a 5-pounder, another keeper, and then the second day you had a whopper and 2 other nice keepers.
Yep, yeah, I had a 6-pounder and a couple 2s, so it worked out well.
Man, we were Andy works with us at Missile Baits, and we were ultra proud of Andy. So just wanted to come up here and recognize you. Appreciate you being here and helping out. Hey. Got some good fish coming in here, I heard. Big spot. We're going to weigh one for big fish, I believe. He's in here wrestling with them now. Got the nice Tackle Connect shirt on.
Yes, sir.
He may have bought his missile baits from Tackle Connect, is what I'm assuming. What's that?
I bought a couple there.
He bought a couple there.
Oh my God.
I see a serious spotted bass getting ready to come to the scales, folks.
That's it.
He's got 3. Bring him on over here. We'll set him on the scales. Come on around. Got 3 spotted bass here. Watch it weigh 8.29 pounds. Holy smokes. Woo!
You want to weigh that big
Yes.
one?
Can you throw them small ones? We're gonna find out who just caught that big spotted bass. Get over here.
Go ahead.
Now, you both y'all get over here. Tell everybody what's your name.
Kyle, Pete,
Kyle Peak and
Ray Peak.
Ray Peak. Is it a coincidence y'all have the same last name?
That's my dad.
I was fishing with the dad. I love it. Father, son. And we're gonna weigh that big one. Bring it on over here, Troy. Whoa, Nelly. 4.32 on that big spot right there. That's a stud. That's a stud. Great job. So tell us a little bit about how you caught them 3 keepers, and especially that big one.
I was using a shockwave, and then he got that other one on the big one on the shockwave, and then the other smaller one on Texas rig, 48.
Gotcha. Was that on a ball head jig, the smaller shockwave?
Yes.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, pull on around over to the other side, and Miles will get a picture of you.
Okay.
And hang around, because we're paying out the top 10.
Okay.
I got a feeling. And maybe that big fish will hold up.
Yep.
We'll see.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck to you guys. Great job. Man, that was a big old spotted bass.
Do we need to check in or anything?
No, you just bring your fish on up.
What's your boat?
If you're in the first flight. We're still just waiting in the first flight here.
We just got
If you can. If you're already in line, just hang out. That'd be great. We're going to weigh them up.
Go ahead, drop that.
Yeah, man, we got some spotted bass coming out here. He's handling them things like footballs. Bringing them on over. Got 2 spotted bass in here, both alive. The weight is 4.55. That's a good job here. Tell everybody what's your name.
Davis
Davis. You Davis.
McLeod.
All right. Good job, Davis. What did those fish come on up here?
We caught him on a drop shot and a shaky head with a fuse.
The fuse was the deal today, huh? Well, the fuse caught me an 11-pounder in Florida, so I got a lot of faith in it myself. So if you want to, just take those fish around and get a picture with Miles, and we appreciate you guys fishing. That's another action from the fuse here. Missile Baits Fuse 4.4. Little crawl worm, real versatile, great on the shaky head, great on a Nico rig. I really like it on a Nico rig. Got a, looks like a largemouth. Is that a largemouth? What in the world? Bring it back. Got a Han Solo largemouth coming up here. 2.16. That's a healthy fish. Hand it back there. Come back here. Where are you going? Everybody, tell everybody what's your name.
Jack Sawyer.
Jack Sawyer. Is this your first bass tournament?
No, sir.
I didn't think it was. You've caught some of these largemouth at Lanier before?
I mean, a few, but not a lot.
Not a lot, but that one knows your name now. What did you catch that fish on?
Half of a 48 green pumpkin on a Ned rig.
Oh, the old Ned trick on him. Well, we appreciate you fishing with us. That's the old Ned trick, cutting that 48 worm in half, putting it on a Ned rig.
86.
Got boat 86 coming on up here. See, another spotted bass. They're a friend of mine and a friend of his as well. Bringing a spotted bass on up here.
Little guy.
He said little guy, but that doesn't mean you didn't work for him. 1.35 pounds. Here, come on up here. And I see you got your Howler Brothers hat on. Tell me where you bought your missile baits.
From Hammond's Fishing.
I had a feeling that was going to be the case.
Yeah.
So what did you catch? What did you catch that on?
The little small jig.
The little small jig, the little micro jig.
Yeah, with a 48, half of 48.
Oh, awesome! Almost like a Ned rig jig.
Yeah.
And who did you fish with?
My son Matthias and my friend Chris.
All right, you had a threesome. Yeah, in this tournament here, you can fish 2 adults and then 1 kid under 16. They took advantage of that. I'm glad you guys fished with us. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You go around the other side of the truck, Miles, and take a picture of it. There you go. That's awesome. Another family experience here at the Missile Baits No Entry Fee Tournament. Got a bag coming in here. Got a spotted bass. A dark spotted bass, all right. Okay, bring it on up here. Set it right on up here. You got a spotted bass in here. 2.08 pounds, not bad. Don't here. It's been a trend of the type of teams that are coming in here, and I see the same thing here. Tell me your name, please.
My name is Max Saddle.
Max Saddle, where are you from?
We're from here.
Okay, awesome. And who is this gentleman that fished with you?
This is my son.
It's your son, another father-son. That's what I was thinking. Tell us what you caught that spotted bass on.
I think it's called the bomb shot.
A little drop shot bait?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, a little bomb shot.
Yeah, there was a lot of bites on there, but I was only able to catch one.
Yeah, they're biting a little funny, huh?
Yeah, yep.
Gotcha, awesome. Well, we really appreciate you guys fishing with us. Here's your weigh-in slip.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's pretty cool. Another father-son team. Very, very cool. Got some more spotted bass, what I'm guessing. Coming up here. That was on the bomb shot. I'm surprised that's the first fish I've heard on the bomb shot, Shannon. I've heard the 48 and the shockwave. I figured the shockwave with this wind blowing a little bit, but you know, it's in one of those days, and sometimes could get a little post front, get a little tricky. He's wrestling with some fish in here.
Gosh, those are lively.
They were hard to catch the first time and harder to catch the second time.
He's nice. He did.
He caught him. Somebody, they were going so fast it blew the shoes off. Over here. We got 3. He's going back in for more. Hey, come on over here while we're waiting for all these fish to come out to live. Tell us, everybody, how many fish you got.
4
Got 4 fish in there. What's your name?
keepers. Matt Gross, my son Matson.
Another father-son team. Mac and Matson. You got 4 fish on the scales. 6.42 pounds. 6.42. Not bad. Not bad. I would hang around and tell us. I mean, you brought in 4 keepers. That's the most keepers we've seen so far. We yet to see a 5-fish limit. What did those fish come on?
Crawfish. The one with the green and he knows the name.
Drop craw? The little drop craw.
One was Desert Storm.
Yeah?
And the other one was with the red speck.
Okay, watermelon red. Awesome. That's 4 keepers. Strong. Good job. Did you lose the 5th one?
We had a 5th one. He just wasn't big enough to make it in.
Oh, he wasn't quite long enough. He was. And you got to tell me the story about you, because it's kind of warm out here, but you have no shoes on in the parking lot. How did this happen? I want to know.
Well, when he pulls the boat up, if I'm going to hook it up, it's either crawl on the car or just walk in the water. So I walked in the water.
And the water was cold, but then when you got out, it wasn't that bad, right?
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Thank goodness the sun's finally shining, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, we thank you guys for fishing with
thanks
us.
for having us.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, brother. Yeah, go around there and get a picture with Miles. If you got enough strength left in you. Check this bag out, folks. 15.54 pounds. Man, whew, that is a sack. I want you to hold up that big old spotted bass real quick. 5-fish limit. God, that thing is absolutely swollen. That is fully grown.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Golly, we're going to weigh that for big fish here. He's getting your fish straight. Just hold on to it. Man, I got to know, what did that big one come on?
All ours came on the Shockwave 3.5.
The Shockwave 3.5. I had a feeling that was going to be a player today, and you guys had it dialed in.
Yeah, we had some good ones.
Shannon's breaking out the camera.
These were the only 5 bites we had all day.
But we won't let you keep more than 5, so that worked out kind of nice. But here we go. We're going to weigh this big one real quick. Yeah, set her on down in there. God, what a big old spot. Holy
We're just
smokes.
thankful we didn't sink the boat on the way back.
4.99. We'll just go ahead and call that a 5-pounder, but for measuring purposes, it's 4.99. Man, that's a 5-pounder. You caught him on that. Here's your weigh-in slip. Here, come back over here. I don't want you to go too far, because we're paying checks to the top 5, and we're going to interview the top 5 as well, so we're going to get some more information about that. But we appreciate you guys fishing with you, and I have a feeling I'll be talking to you later.
All right, thank you.
Awesome. He might be getting his hands on a pair of them Catch Commander Cullen weight. Hold up. Hey, hold this thing.
13.
Lucky Boat 13. He shook his head no. He's got him a good one in there. He didn't mess. He said, I'm going to catch one. By golly, I'm going to catch a good one. We got one fish at 3.86. Dang, that's a nice spotted bass. Here, hold that thing up real quick. Man, that is a stud right there. God. We're going to put that thing in the bag, and now I'll talk to you for a second. Y'all can come on up and just get in line there. What's your name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan?
Gares.
All right. Who'd you fish with today?
My dad, Tom.
Another father-son team. You fish with him a lot?
Yes, sir.
At the end of the day, do you like him as much as at the beginning of the day?
Yeah, he netted the fish, so it's pretty good.
So you caught the fish?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just went ahead and got that out of the way. We really appreciate you guys fishing with us. Thank you very much. That is a very nice spotted bass. We got some fish getting ready to come in here in the missile baits bags. The first 50 teams that signed up got a missile baits zippered weigh-in bag as part of their reward for signing up early. He keeps reaching into this bag like he's on a mission. I see 2 nice spotted bass in this bag right off the bat, and the third one is a really nice one. The fourth one is a really nice one. It's going to get interesting, folks. Fifth one is a keeper. He's got a limit. Bring him on up here to the scales. We'll set him right on here. Watch your weight. 14.10. Man, that is a nice stringer. I would have loved to have that stringer last weekend. You gonna weigh one for big fish real quick? I got a feeling they're gonna be on up there in the standings. Yeah, he's gonna put the other ones in the. We'll weigh the big one anyway. They don't want to behave. See this big one? Oh, hold on. Grab that fish for a sec. Just hold up. I got a zero. It's got to zero itself out. All right. Yeah, now lay it in there. $3.42. Come on, go here. Tell everybody what your name is.
Mikey Bart.
Mikey Barton, you know this lake pretty well?
A little bit. I mean, I grew up here, so I know a good bit, but I ain't no expert. But
he claims not to be an expert, but that's because you just you slapped 14 pounds on the scales, right?
It's pretty good, you know. It was tough, but we got at the end of the day, got about 4 good bites there in the last hour, and just changed all day. So, changed.
What was the key bait for you there at the end?
Shockwave 3.5 white.
The Shockwave again strikes again. So hang around. We're going to have some interviews later, and we're going to have some prizes later. So great job, Mikey. Man, Shockwave's bait of the day so far. Got some more fish coming up. He ain't even messing around. He just put a toad right on the scales, just right out the bat. He's got 5, he said. The second one's not a bad fish either. Pretty stout. Third one's a chunky one. Sounds like I need to talk to this man before I come back to this place, but he's got a smaller one. But I think he's digging deep here. Yep, he's got him a toad. That's a 4+, so he just put in there, and these are very lively fish. Here it is, 14.46 pounds. Hell of a limit right there. Great job. Tell everybody what your name is.
Derek White.
Derek, great job. Is there a big one you want to weigh?
No, they're all the same.
Okay, we'll take them, Troy.
You want to weigh big fish?
No, they're all the same.
Yeah, awesome. Hold on, Troy. So where are you from? You've ever fished this lake before?
A few times.
Few times. He says it kind of with a little smirk on him. I feel like these fish you have know where their address is, right?
Yep.
Little bit. Tell everybody what your key bait was.
We caught a couple with that little worm and that Shockwave.
The little bomb shot, drop shot worm.
No, the other worm. It's like
the 48.
Mm-hmm.
The 48 and the Shockwave, mixing it up a little bit. Don't go anywhere. We got prizes for the top 10. Great job there. Man, that's another nice limit. 2 14-pound bags and a 15 so far. Not messing around here with these missile baits. Boy. Boy. That's some more. We got 2 fish hitting the scales right here. Got 3. He's got a trifecta. £6.19 with 3 fish. Not bad. Back over here. Tell everybody what your name is.
Bryce Malone.
Bryce, you from this area?
I am.
Awesome. And what were the missile baits working for you today?
We were flipping jigs on docks all day.
Was it the mini flip?
No, it was the bigger size.
The flip out.
Mm-hmm. That's
all right. Great deal. And where'd you pick them things up?
At Tackle Connect.
All right. Good job, man. We appreciate you, and we will. Here's your weighing slip. Appreciate you fishing with us. Good job, Bryce. Some more fish coming up here. Three keepers, not too shabby. He just took him out a torpedo to weigh in. Got him a nice one. A second nice one. Got 3 fish. Three fish here. 8.48 pounds. You want to weigh that big one? Okay. All right, we're good then. Here, come over here. Come over here and tell everybody what your name is.
Cliff Rimley.
Cliff, who'd you fish with today?
My wife, Brittany.
You fished with Brittany, and did she catch all 3 of those, or are you going to take some claim for them?
I can take claim for 2 of them, but she caught the decent one.
She caught the big one. She caught a nice keeper. I just think that's awesome that y'all got to fish out here today together.
Yeah, we had some outboard issues, but we had a lot of fun. So thanks for putting this on.
Yeah, you made the most of it. We appreciate you fishing with us. Thank you. Man, lots of good fish coming out of Lake Lanier right now. That wind, that sun kicked them up a little bit. Getting long and skinny. Lean, mean fighting machine. That's what that fish was. He's got 2. He's reaching in the bag for another one. He's got a 3rd one. 3rd one's a pretty good one. Got 3 keepers coming up here. 3 keepers, 5.25. Tell everybody what your name is.
Kevin Mullis, fishing with Dale Cannon, a friend of mine.
Oh, y'all went out and had a good day, right?
We had a good day. Been fishing up here a long time, and wish we could have caught a few more. That wind was rough today, but we had a good time.
Awesome. What was the key bait for y'all today? Did y'all have one?
Baby Destroyer. Mainly Baby Destroyer we were using mostly. So.
How were you fishing that thing?
Carolina rig.
Carolina. That is my favorite Carolina rig bait. So I'm glad you're on the party with me. Thank y'all for fishing with us. Thank you. Here you go. That's pretty awesome. I'm not even joking. I can't remember the last time I threw something other than a Baby Destroyer on my Carolina rig. A couple years ago when I was at Toledo Bend, I caught in a Bassmaster Elite Series event, I caught one pushing 8 pounds on that, and I've been fishing it ever since. And I've alternated and fished it before, and man, it seems like it outfishes everything else.
That's it. Just one fish, yeah. Okay.
We got 1 fish coming in here. Pretty good one though. 2.22 pounds.
All right.
I'll talk to this gentleman real quick. You work just as hard as everybody else for that fish. What's your name?
Jeff Kelly.
Jeff Kelly. What did you catch that fish on? I need to know.
Blue jig.
Blue jig?
Yeah,
was it
3/8 ounce? 3/8 ounce.
3/8 ounce? Were you fishing it around a boat dock?
Yeah, out of the wind. We were out of the wind. We were pretty limited. We just fished wherever we could out of the wind.
Was it Country Club Cove?
I don't know. Probably.
That's sometimes I can't blame you. Sometimes I got to find them coves too. But we appreciate you fishing with us. I'm not even kidding. After like 6 hours of being in that wind, sometimes you just got to get out of it for like 20 minutes and gather your whereabouts and get back out there and battle it. I have done it. I promise you. We got one spotted bass, and he's going back for more. That's a decent spot. Second spotted bass, looked like a normal keeper. He's got three. Three keepers coming to the scales here. 6.53. And tell everybody what your name is.
My name's John McGill.
Who did you fish with today, John?
Brent Pilgrim.
He's pointing at Brent because he's his buddy.
Take a picture, Brent.
He's waving. He said, "Take a picture, you sorry rascal."
There you go. Smile like that. All right.
So yeah, we're having a good time here.
It is. It's been a good tournament.
You had fun with your buddy, right?
Yeah, we did. He used to be 6'9". Now he's 6'3" because of all the boat riding. So we had a good boat ride today.
I mean, when I started out fishing full time, I was 6'1" myself.
See, Brent, you got something to look forward to.
Yeah, that's right. Keep fishing, you just get shorter and shorter. But I always say you get closer to the fish.
That's it. That's where you got to get close to the fish to catch them. So we caught them off the bomb shot today and the shockwave. So
Awesome.
Different size shockwaves. So thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys fishing with us. 3 keepers. Not too shabby. Got another bag coming on up here in the missile baits. Slapping a couple keepers in there. They're over here. We got a whole crew over here eating barbecue sandwiches, checking it all out. 2.79 pounds right here. Hey, tell everybody what your name is.
I'm Nick.
Nick, and who did you fish with, Nick?
My dad.
Your dad's over here taking pictures. Let's smile real quick. All right, he said got it. He says got it. Did you guys have a good time out there?
Yeah, we did. It was rough, but we had a good time.
A little rough, man. We appreciate you guys fishing. Thank you. That's awesome. Another father-son. That is great.
There he is.
Got 4 fish, but the first one's pretty stout. Second one, not too bad. Not too bad. Just digging in there for old number 4. Not too bad. 4 quality fish coming up here.
I'd say about 970.
He's got a weight prediction. He thinks he's Ray Scott. 9.92. Not too far off. Pretty darn close. This man's weighed a few fish before. Come on over here. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Brian Stahl. I drove up from Tampa, Florida, and the Catch Commander culling scale actually kind of keep me in on that weight.
Yeah, he was almost dead on the weight because he was using the Catch Commander. We're actually giving away a pair of Catch Commander scales that were donated from you guys to the winners of the big fish, because if you're catching big fish, you need to know how much them things weigh. And I was using Catch Commander actually 2 weeks ago when I was down in Florida culling all those fish. And when I got up here to Lake Lanier, I didn't cull so much, so I didn't need to. Actually, I did use them the first day because I culled 4 times. But yeah, those things, man, they seem to be pretty dead on, and we appreciate you coming all the way up here.
Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate you having us. Anybody that is actually interested in the Catch Commander culling scale, if you haven't seen it, come see me. We've got about a dozen sitting in the truck. Okay, yeah, I'll bring them up to the table. They retail for $84.99. I'll give you a quick run through on it if you haven't seen it, if you're curious on it.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Catch Commander scales. We appreciate you coming up from Tampa, and you fish with your buddy here.
Yep, Renee.
Hey, fish with Renee. So we appreciate you coming up, and we'll see you later. Good job.
Thank you.
Coming up from Tampa, weighing in 4 keepers. How about that? He ain't messing around. He said missile baits will travel. And that's what he did. Came up here and fished with his buddy.
63.
Got some fish. Wrangle, come on over here, young man. He's got a shirt over here that says "Floss like a boss." That's what I'm talking about. What's your name?
EJ,
EJ. Who did you fish with?
my dad.
Your dad. Does your dad have a name, or do you just call him Dad all the time?
Dad.
You call him Dad. Is that on his driver's license?
No,
Oh, good. He has a driver's license, right?
I don't know.
You're not sure. You're not a police officer, right?
I don't know.
Are you a police officer? You're not wearing a wire or anything, are you? Well, that's good. Okay, all right. We got some fish coming to the scales over here. What you got?
We got 5 fish.
We have a limit. All right. 11.55 pounds. A limit weighing 11.55. Looks like 5 good ones. A father-son team. So are you guys from right around here?
We're from Canton.
From Canton? All right, tell us what you caught that limit of fish on.
We use the shockwave all day.
Shockwave all day? And I want to know how many did my little man EJ catch?
None.
None? But he's learning from the master, evidently. Caught a limit. That is what it's all about, fishing father and son. Thank you guys for fishing with us. Man, that's pretty cool. Another father-son team with the limit. The young man. Pretty awesome. Sometimes it makes it look bigger. That is a toad. That's really big. What's your boat number? Boat numero uno coming up here. He didn't mess around. He keeps digging in here for spotted bass. It looks like he's got 5. Is that correct? Got a limit of bass coming up to the scales. All spotted bass?
All spots.
All spots. Hold up. 11.05, a limit of keepers. You come over here and tell everybody what your name is.
Dennis.
Dennis, so you're boat number 1. That means you signed up first. You saw this tournament come out and you said, I am going to fish, and you logged on and signed up, right?
Absolutely.
Who did you fish with, Dennis?
Keith Fields.
And so tell us, how'd you fill your limit out?
We caught on a shockwave and a shaky head.
Shockwave and a shaky head. Were you fishing in the wind, or were you in the country club coves?
We stayed out on the main lake all day long, had 1 fish. We pulled in here about an hour ago and caught 4.
But it made you look like a champ because you guys had a limit. So that's what I'm talking about, never giving up. Thank you for fishing with us, paying the top 10 places. So thank you very much.
Thanks, sir.
That's pretty cool, man. Never giving up, man. That happens all the time on tour. You know, a lot of times you come in with a limit and it looks decent or looks halfway, and you think, man, these guys must have caught a bunch of fish, but you end up stringing it together at the end of the day, and it makes it look good. So mentally, it's hard to just stay in it and make sure that you stay focused all day and stay hard at it. I can't tell you the number of times. Even when I was here last week, I had 2 keepers I had 3 keepers with like 20 minutes to go, and ended up catching 2 more keepers and called in the last 20 minutes of the tournament. So you just can't give up. We're gonna check a big fish, I believe. How many fish are in this basket?
3.
3 in the basket for 8.20. Not too shabby. You want to weigh one bigger than 4.99?
I don't think it'll go.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It's going to be close to 4, but those are 3 nice fish. Did you have number 4 and 5 on by chance?
Nope. We didn't get a bite till 1 o'clock. Fishing on the main lake. Went back in the cove. Got 3 bites in 15 minutes. And that was it.
That was it. And tell everybody what your name is. I apologize.
Jimmy and
Jimmy and Richie. You guys ever fished together before?
Oh yeah.
That's your regular partner.
Pretty much.
That's pretty awesome, man. I love the camaraderie with fishing with the same guy, and we appreciate you guys fishing with us.
Yeah, we probably fished together for 20 years, I guess, on and off. So.
Do you think it's easier to find a wife or a fishing partner?
Fishing partner.
Easier to find a wife?
No, a fishing partner.
It's easier to find a fishing partner.
Yeah.
That you trust?
That's right.
And you can fish 20 years with?
That's right.
And not divorce them?
So far.
That's pretty awesome. You look like you found a winner. That's awesome. Yeah, man. I fished a lot of team tournaments with a buddy of mine, Rick Hawkins, and we're still buddies today. He called me a couple of days ago, so we talk all the time. Pretty awesome. I see a toad that just got put into this basket, and a pretty decent one to go in behind it, and a real toad as the number 3rd one.
Big fish.
Another stud. I don't think these boys messing around right here. Watch this, folks. 17.91 pounds. Wow. Holy smokes, what a stringer. We're going to weigh that big one in there. You can get it straight for me, Troy. Awesome. Tell everybody what your name is.
Justin Beatty.
Justin Beatty. Who'd you fish with today?
Brad Wiley.
Justin and Brad, you guys have fished together before, I'm guessing?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So when you saw this missile baits only, you said that $1,000 is going to be mine?
Oh, no. You can't never say it's yours.
We're going to weigh this big fish here. It is a stud. Dang, 4.63 pounds. Man, that is a giant. Here, hold that fish up real quick. Awesome. We're going to show everybody at home what a 4.6 pound spot looks like. God, that is just beautiful. Man, that is awesome. So we're not going to get too much into divulging into your secrets. We're going to interview you later, because I have a feeling you're going to be pretty far up there in the stands. We're going to interview you later, and we're going to put all this stuff online about what kind of baits you're using to catch those fish. But, man, just tell everybody real quick how your day went.
Well, it started off good. We caught everything in the first hour, and then after that, we got one more fish the rest of the day, and that's it.
So it's kind of the reverse of the stringer just came up here.
Exactly.
Maybe y'all should have flip-flopped.
I will.
Now I think y'all got the better end of the deal on that one. But man, congratulations, hell of a stringer, and we're gonna talk to you later. I have a feeling. That is a strong bag of fish right there. All right, yeah, come on in here. We're gonna weigh it up. We got one fish in here. Watch it weight. 4.53. That fish is really long. Hold that fish up. I want to see it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at the different build on this fish versus that one that just came up here. He's still lively. I got a feeling this might be a male, the way it's built. Look at that thing. Hold him up here. That's a big old spotted bass. Golly, it's built so much longer and leaner. It's a little plump, but not super fat. Here, go. Man, don't you go anywhere. Come back up here. I want to find out how you caught that fish. What's your name?
James Eichert.
James Eichert. What did that big old spotted bass come on?
A black and blue jig.
Black and blue jig. Did you think you had hooked a striper?
No, my dad caught it.
Well, you could have lied and said you thought he caught it. He caught a striper.
I could have.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations. Thank you for fishing with us, and that is a big old spotted bass right there. I think I've only caught one bigger than that in my life. 4-pound spots are pretty regular here at Lake Lanier, but if you travel around the country, 4-pound spots are not that common. They just really aren't. Not that common. Man, I love coming down here to Lake Lanier, drop shotting these things, throwing the little swim baits. He's got another really quality, and the fish bit him. He's got 2 studs.
He's also a big fish.
He's into big fish too. He's not messing around. Come back over here. 14.64 pounds. Golly, that's a nice stringer of fish, and there is one really nice fish. We're gonna weigh that for big fish. Yeah. Is it one in this? I think that one right there. Yeah, it's definitely bigger. back over. We're gonna weigh this one big one here. God. Oh, 4.77. Man, that's so close to the big fish of the day. Watch it go slide out that. Watch it slide out the side. Yeah. There you go. Hey, come back over here. Come on over here. That is a really nice stringer of fish. What's your name here?
Rob Young.
Rob Young. Who'd you fish with, Rob?
Phil Glover.
Phil, and I got a feeling y'all have fished this lake before.
I have, yeah. Phil he gets to fish every now and then.
So you guided him around a little bit?
Yeah, my son was supposed to fish with me, but he been in Norman all week, had a bad week up there, and he bailed on me last night.
I got a feeling I know why he was at Norman. Tell us why he was at Norman.
He's fishing the college fishing.
Awesome. How did he do up there?
He didn't do real good. He got drowned. They've stayed in the water all week.
My stepson fished down there and practiced for 2 days, so I know exactly what kind of weather they had. I was watching it real close. But tell us how you caught that stringer of fish, man. You had one right at 5 pounds and had a nice stringer.
We struggled early, and I only bought a couple of y'all's baits. I didn't know what to use, and so I had to drive to Kennesaw yesterday late and get some stuff. But anyway, we threw that 48 Senko looking bait all day, and I threw the Kitech looking thing.
Shockwave.
Yeah, Shockwave. And so we caught the 2 biggest fish probably in the last hour. We fought that wind out there, and it was 4-footers. My boat's drowned. If I hadn't been that big Ranger, I've been drowned probably. But they were blowing up on that wind-blown points and stuff, so that's what we caught them back to back.
Awesome, man. It sounded like the missile base were doing the job for you. We really appreciate you fishing with us. Hang around. We interview the top 5, and we're going to have prizes for the top 10, plaques for the top 5, and so you can get your weigh and stuff. You can take pictures around the other side of the truck if you don't mind. Thank you. How your buddy got it? Awesome. Got a couple young men that look familiar. Couple familiar looking young men. All right. We got Lewis coming up here. We got Lewis and Alex Watts coming up here. We got one spotted bass on the 2.17, and I already know who caught this. You caught it, didn't you, Lewis?
Yes, sir.
Now, where did y'all come from? I'd tell everybody.
Roanoke, Virginia.
Roanoke, Virginia, and tell us, Alex, what do you do?
I fish for the college, Roanoke College. We couldn't make it to Norman this weekend, so we decided to come down here and support the local company in Salem, Miss Bates.
And Alex is known to come around the missile baits. Tell us a little bit about what you've done in the last year for missile baits.
So I started interning last summer and started out making some jigs. We did some projects here and there, cost analysis projects for the company, and did some intel. Did some research, got some intel from the college for a couple things we're working on, and basically started making some micro jigs, and that's what we've been doing here recently.
And whenever you travel, it's always an adventure. So tell everybody Lewis, I want you to tell us what happened on the way down here.
Got in an accident. Got rear-ended. Boat got hit.
Boat got hit. Somebody ran into the motor. And tell us what happened.
Well, we got rear-ended and by a nice young lady, and this guy right here actually got her number.
Right. And it turns out she was kind of cute, right?
Oh yeah.
And next thing you know, you were 15 minutes on the side of the highway waiting for Alex to come back and get in the truck, right?
Absolutely, yeah. He said he was going to go take pictures for insurance purposes. I didn't see him for a good 20 minutes, so I don't.
Right, that's called taking advantage of a situation, and he's making us proud, Alex. We appreciate you guys coming all the way down here, and thank you all for fishing.
Thank you.
Bring them on up. Bring them on in here. Lewis had never caught a spotted bass, I don't believe, and that is his personal best spotted bass. We don't have a lot of spotted bass in Virginia. We got some at Clater Lake, and Andy over here. He's got most of them named, and he will not let anybody fish for him. How big was that spot you caught? He caught a 4.5, which is unheard of at Clater Lake last summer. People thought it was a doctored photo, or they thought he was on Lake Lanier, which he was not. Got a couple fish coming to the scales. How many years? Two. Got 2 bass, 4.37. So tell everybody what your name is.
Tyler Peoples.
Tyler Peoples, and who'd you fish with today?
Fished with my dad, Mike.
Awesome, Tyler and Mike. That's another father-son team. Where are you guys from?
We're from Conyers, Georgia, just east of Atlanta.
Yeah, it's just east, not too far from here. Have you guys fished together before?
Yeah, we fish pretty regularly together. Definitely.
That's pretty awesome, man. Yeah. Oh, we got a story. I love stories. Come on over here so I can hear this.
All right, so I want to tell you how bad this boy likes to fish. It took us 6 hours yesterday to get our boat from the backyard. With all the rain, it was stuck. Trying to come out took 6 hours. We had to get landscape pavers, move forward a time, drive forward, take them from the back, put them in the front, drive forward for a half-acre lot. 6 hours just to fish today.
Just to fish. That's dedication, and that is something that I admire. I love it.
So I think we were too tired to fish. Actually, our backs hurt. Everything.
You had to work. You had to work so hard for it. Yeah. What did those 2 keepers come on? I got to know.
The jig.
It came on the jig.
Yep, we turned around the fish with a D-bomb trailer.
Awesome, man. We appreciate you putting in work and making it up here.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you very much. Yeah, one time I was fishing the FLW tournament at Lake Murray, and I got my truck stuck, unbelievably stuck, at the house where I was staying in between, I think it was like the 2nd and 3rd day, and it took me a couple hours to get that sucker unstuck, and I parked it on the road out in front of the house so I would not get stuck so I could go fishing the next morning. It was pretty wild. Got three bass coming up here. See what we got. 6.54 pounds, not too bad. 3 decent keepers.
That's like horrible.
He says that's like horrible. Now, did you expect to catch more than that today?
With the weather clear now, not really.
Not really. Have you fished this lake pretty regular?
Yeah, we're just about 15 miles down the road.
That's not too bad. Not too bad. What was the bait that put them keepers in the boat for you?
Baby D-bombs.
Baby D-bomb. How were you fishing it?
On a wobblehead.
I like fishing. That is my favorite wobblehead bait. You have stumbled onto my little trick, and I'm not going to tell anybody else other than y'all and the people watching on that video. So we appreciate you fishing with us. Thank you very much.
Thanks for putting it on.
Yeah, thank you. Be sure to get your barbecue if you didn't already. Looks like we got a 4 bass coming in here. 4 decent ones. 4 decent bass coming up here. Yeah, it wasn't too long ago and old Andy got his truck stuck big time trying to put his boat on the trailer. I remember that. He was late to work, I believe. Like 2 hours late. Four bass coming up to the scales here. They're lively. And then 8.54, yeah. Counts for effort. Tell everybody what your name is. Come on.
Mike Peters.
Mike Peters, and tell everybody who you fish with.
Yeah, I fish with my dad, John.
And what does he do?
Well, he was the ranch man.
And that's what his email is something to that effect, right?
Yeah, something close to that. He's yeah.
Did y'all catch these fish off those Lowrance units?
Yeah, definitely. They definitely helped us.
Awesome. What did those fish come on? What bait?
Mainly a jig.
Which jig were you fishing? The little micro jig, or the mini flip, or the headbanger, or the flip out?
To be honest, whichever one he told me to throw.
You did as you directed, and I'm guessing since you brought them up here that you caught the majority of them.
I caught all those fish.
obviously he caught all of them because his dad's not here to defend himself, right?
Yeah, I mean, he made me come talk, so I'm going to take credit for it. You know?
That's awesome. Well, we appreciate you guys fishing with us. And
Thank you.
here's your fish. Man, that's pretty cool. Another father-son. Another father-son group right there, man. We had a lot of those, a lot of family experiences here at the Missile Baits No Entry Fee Tournament. I think that's great. I'm looking around. I don't see any fish in the weigh-in line, and I'm gonna just run my mouth up here for about 4 or 5 minutes, see if anybody wants to bring your fish up. If you got any fish, bring them up. Got any fish, bring them up. We're gonna close the scales in about 5 minutes. Closing the scales in about 5 minutes. Bring your fish up. Closing the scales in about 5 minutes. Bring your fish on up here. It's dangerous putting me with a microphone, I can tell you that right now.